with gaming, our obligatory Ravenloft Halloween module and setting review.
I'm Jen.
And I'm Mike.
Like and subscribe.
Okay, so since everyone that has a role-playing game channel of any worth, you're almost required to do a Halloween October Ravenloft type overview review sort of video. So we were amiss and didn't do one, and we have been slacking on videos, so we have to step it up, get into that Ravenloft game. So here is the one that started the whole thing out. The Ravenloft adventure kind of shifted into more of a story centered quest in the module rather than just running around killing everything. You kind of had to figure out where everything was in order to defeat Strahd, and that was determined by the Taroka deck, or just a regular card deck that you pretended was one. You did the layout of the cards. It would tell you where to find the items and such to defeat the Strahd. And then it all kicked off from there. And then, of course, after you defeat Strahd, since he's a vampire, he comes back. And this one is not as good, but it was interesting enough nonetheless. You know, just like no sequel's as good as the original.
Very true.
But that, of course, brought us around to the campaign setting. Um,
Realm of Terror.
Dun dun dun. This one we actually played a lot of. I didn't dungeon master this very much. Another person in our group was our Ravenloft dungeon master, and sometimes it was, sometimes it was a little bit over the top of how it was presented.
Mm-hmm.
A very, very B movie a lot of times we felt, and but
fun.
Yeah, and of course they try to add mechanics to D&D. You know, where regular Dungeons and Dragons you are empowered to go around killing the monsters, but here they had to add fear and terror checks to kind of make your character be afraid. Kind of, I'd compare it to the Call of Cthulhu Madness stuff. I mean, kind of take a little bit of control away from your character, because that is kind of the only way you can scare or threaten a player, is they lose something.
Right. And I think the whole goal, the whole time we played Ravenloft, we were all just trying to get out of Ravenloft. I think that was the whole goal. How do we get out of here?
Yeah. And we played through a number of the modules and such, and when we played the Ravenloft campaign, I don't think we ever went into Barovia or where Strahd's was. We went to all the other ones. He had a lich that was his nemesis, and we went to the desert.
Mm-hmm.
And
I played a wizard named Ramia with a black horse named Midnight, and then I picked up a wolf puppy that turned out to be a wolf were.
Yeah. And I adopted from one module the plucky kid Abu, and he was the squire's sidekick for a
Yeah.
while. Don't remember what his fate was.
Ramia still has the wolfware pet companion.
I don't think I have in my character sheets from then. Now, this supplement that added on to Ravenloft was just a bunch of dice, fortune telling cards, and a bunch of like splat books to kind of add to the game. Hence the forbidden lore. It just, we didn't carry around the box, so it's pretty good shape. So
Yeah, unlike the other box. It's pretty beat up.
now this set, the Mask of the Red Death, doesn't take place in the Demi plane where Ravenloft is. It's actually in kind of like a variant of our world, 1890s. Um, and, of course, then it's mostly human centric, of course. Kind of pairs well, I felt, with like the whole Victorian and little Cthulhu by gaslight kind of settings and stuff.
Yeah, I remember playing this one.
And I borrowed a lot of it for other games that we had played, just some of the adventures and such. It also fits well with late Wild West era. So, I can use it a little bit with Deadlands or that kind of a thing. And then we come to 3rd edition, and it was then produced under license from Sword and Sorcery, which is an imprint of White Wolf, Vampire Werewolf game guys, and they started doing Ravenloft campaign setting. Picked this up more as a curiosity. I don't remember a whole lot of playing 3rd edition with this. Yeah. Now we're going to jump right into the 5th edition version. Don't even remember if there was a 4th edition of Ravenloft. I don't think so, but kind of like all the remakes that we have now. They had to remake this one. I really haven't ran it nor played it, but I've read it.
I haven't done either.
And it does look like from what I've seen, one of the only good campaigns that they have.
Adaptations.
Yeah. It does take a lot of the tropes and everything from the Ravenloft setting and then the original Ravenloft module and kind of expands and has a lot of little subplots. For some reason, they remade this again and changed a bunch of things of it, but I just was glad to pick it up just for comparison. And finally, we come to the bonus section of this walk down Ravenloft memory lane, and it's the board game. I think the board games are kind of built around the 4th edition rules, which I guess works well because 4th edition seemed to work like a board game or skirmish game. I mostly picked it up and wanted it for the miniatures because it was on sale.
We haven't played it, but
No,
we played some of the other
Yeah.
D&D board games that we enjoyed.
Yeah, they're fun for what they are. I mean, that's why it's good that I think they use that 4th edition where it feels skirmishy game, board game. So, and they're pretty easy to pick up.
I think it'd be fun to play this one. Like to play it. Just so many board games, so little time. And obviously, we have a lot of Ravenloft material.
Now, a lot of these I've played. Only a few of them I've dungeon mastered. But I've read through them all, and I've used a lot of the complete guides, vampires, and such for not only just D&D, but some adjacent horror games as well. Um, any particular memories or thoughts you have on the setting?
Oh, I enjoy Ravenloft a lot. I mean, my first introduction to it, I think, was with the other person running it, and or one of my earlier ones, and I kind of liked the B movie campiness he added to it. I thought it was kind of fun, but I do remember every time the fog rolled in, I'd be like, no, not again.
And there was always a wolf that howled in the distance.
Always a wolf that howled in the distance.
And whenever we would fight, because he really took it to heart about describing everything as ripping your clothes or
yeah, we always had to get
breaking nails.
New clothes all the time.
Yeah, the claws would rip your clothes or tear at you, and nails would rake across.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked the feel of it, even when other people run it, you ran it or whatever. And that it wasn't quite as campy, but I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was. I'm not a horror movie person, so I don't like high horror stuff. But this sort of just spooky, eerie feel was what I really liked in it. So
Yeah, and obviously Ravenloft was successful. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been produced as a campaign setting for 10 years and made its return. So, I guess if you're looking for something scary for the season, dig up Ravenloft.
have the fog roll in and have a wolf howl in the distance.
Yep.
And then try to find a way back
I
home.
would definitely advise, either through drive-through or old bookstores or online, that you dig up the corpse of these old original versions and shock them back to life.
Nice.
So, anyways, if you want to, you can comment any experiences or anything you think about Ravenloft, or if you'd actually like to see us go through and review or break any of this down.
Let us know.
Because I dug it all out and I've started rereading it. Until then,
keep gaming.
and don't go into that wing of the castle.
That's right.